Welcome back to, I don't even know what this is. This is just us hanging out and me answering some questions that I haven't answered before because, okay, let me show you. Because I put it on my Instagram stories and said, ask me whatever you want to ask and I will answer your questions. So that's what we're doing. Pause on the play. Stop what you're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when a new video goes up. Blah, 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 blah. And then if you want to hang out with your girl Petra and get to know a little bit more about me, sit back and let's hop into it. Okay, so now that I did the whole intro, obviously I'm Petra. I'm so excited that you're joining me here. This is my channel where we talk about all things faith, all things sisterhood, and all things coffee. And then I throw in a little bit of family. I'm also a chef, so if you have not caught some of those episodes, go check out those easy and quick dinners for the working mom. And just living life in your late 30s as a faith girl. So that's what my channel is about. So I'm really excited that you're here. And this particular chat is going to be from my Instagram stories. I asked you guys to ask me whatever questions that you wanted and that I would answer them. And I have a little bit of time because it's raining. I was headed out. I have a wake to go to actually, but if you know your girl in real life, I don't do rain. And if I can hold off on getting into the rain, I'm gonna do that. So I figured I have a couple minutes and I would spend them with y'all. So let's just hop into it. So one of the first questions that I had is any details on the Jacksonville pop-up. And so some of you may realize it and some of you may not. So I'll just do a quick thing. I have a conference that I host every year. It is the Hey Pretty Conference and we take it on the road. Our next stop is in Jacksonville, Florida on February 10th. And I was thinking about, and I posed the question to the girls, if they would like for me to do a pop-up in Jacksonville the fall of 2023. Just so I could kind of get to know the ladies there. Some of my girls could get to know them, you know, just kind of hang out a little bit. I bring my books, my Hey Pretty books, bring a little food with us and we would just chill, have some worship together, some good girl time, and we just chat about the book and whatever the Holy Spirit kind of wanted to impart. And I was planning on doing that in this fall. Obviously I said fall 2023. So around October-ish. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I would love to do it, but the Lord has not released a location. He has not released a location. So unless he releases it in the next few weeks, I'm probably not gonna do it. It was a way for me, again, to get to know the area, for the ladies to get to know me who are living in Jacksonville, and for my crew who's gonna be traveling with me to get to know the ladies in Jacksonville and vice versa. But if the Lord doesn't release a spot, the Lord doesn't release a spot. So if you want me to come to Jacksonville, or if you're a girly who will be traveling from Gainesville or the surrounding areas to Jacksonville and you would love to do it in October, then drop in the comments some suggestions for places for me to check out or for my team to check out, and we'll do that. And in general, if you don't have suggestions for places, but you would love for me to do a pop-up in Jacksonville, you just want something to do one weekend in October, drop that below and say, yeah, I want to go to Jacksonville. So right now it is on hold, but I do still have the date. So if it happens, it'll be October 14th. That's the date that I have. We just need a location. We just need a location. That's really the big thing, guys. We need a location, and the date is October 14th if we're going to do it. So drop below if you know some locations or if you just want me to go. But I'll be honest with you, we are selling out these tickets so fast. So yeah. So if you haven't got your ticket to the Hey Pretty Conference, go to heyprettylife.com so you can get all the details about what we have planned so far, because we're still adding some things. But go ahead and check that out and then get your tickets and tell your girls to get their tickets too. The next question I had was, how are you enjoying your locks? I love them. Y'all, never going back. Never, ever, ever going back. Like legit, I love my micro locks. They were installed by Khadijah. I'll put her Instagram here for you so you can connect with her. I love them. My hair is flourishing. My routine in the morning is flourishing because I don't have to be stressed about doing my hair. I have shaved off at least 30 minutes on my routine in the morning, if not more some days. And so I'm really thankful and I love them, and my hair is still full. You know, if if you know me, if you've been following me, then you know that I have really big curly hair. And so of course my hair is not that big right now, but my hair is still very full. I still love it. It's still easy to manage. I still have my curls. So I love the micro locks. If you are wondering if you should do it, I suggest doing the research. Figure out if you want traditional locks, micro locks, sister locks, what the differences is between them. And then also think about your hair and understand that when you're looking at some of your inspo, your hair is different, right? And so it may not look exactly like that, but can you commit to the process, right? Because again, I know that my hair won't always look like this as it goes through the maturing stage. So it'll begin to look even more like locks. Like right now at my roots, you can still see my braided base, right, where it's interlocked. And so she braids the base and then she interlocks, which means she knots it at each of my reties. I started out with 6-week reties, and now I have moved up between 8 to 10 week reties. My goal is always going to be 10 weeks because I would like to get to 4 reties a year. That is my goal. That is my budget goal. But I love my hair, and Khadijah is the best, hands down, for micro locks. I think, and she also does traditional locks. Her hair is in traditional locks. But go to her Instagram page, connect with her. She will do a consultation with you. She'll answer all your questions, and then make a decision for you. When you're ready to do it, you'll know. The next question I had was, how's Invisalign going? It's going great. I'm done with my straightening tray, so now I have my retainer in. But I also have some other dental work that I'm needing to get done. I'm gonna actually be doing that in September. And so once that's done, then I won't have to wear my retainer during the day. I would just wear it at night. But my teeth are fully straight now, so I'm really happy about that. So Invisalign was definitely worth it. It was painful in the beginning, but as you know, you mature and matriculate through the trays, it's not that bad. But I will say that the one thing that I did not understand about Invisalign, which I wish I had known before, is that you take the trays out every time you're eating or whatever, and that is annoying. That is really, really annoying. And you're wearing it around the clock, especially like when you're first straightening the teeth. Now the retainer, again, I'm only wearing it during the day because I have other dental work that I'm gonna be getting done, and so I need to keep it in my mouth to not mess up the lines that have already been created, essentially, right, until that work is finished. But once that's done, I don't have to wear the retainer all the time, which would be great, because then during the day I don't have to worry about taking it out, putting it in. That's just gross. I really actually hate that part of it, but I will say that it absolutely did what I wanted it to do. My teeth look how I want them to look, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So I really love Invisalign. Oh, this is a good one. The next question is, how do you mark success? How do you mark success? Wow, that has changed for me, and I think that it probably will continue to change. But I think that right now where I am, how I would mark success is if I'm at peace with the outcome. If I'm at peace with the outcome of whatever it is that I'm working on, whatever it is that I'm building, whatever it is that I've invested in, if I'm at peace with the result, right? Because sometimes we try to control things so much that we don't enjoy the end, right? And I don't find that to be successful. Just because you have a lot of money, just because you have a lot of accolades or awards or a lot of people know you, but if you don't enjoy it, is it success? I wouldn't consider that success. I would consider success being, do I have peace with whatever the result is? And if I do, then I'm successful. I feel that I have attained something, right? And something worth celebrating, because I think that your successes should be worth celebrating. You should feel inclined to celebrate. You should feel happy about it, right? And so that's how I mark success. And a lot of that comes from being in a place where I am fully surrendered and submitted to God, right? Like I'm really focused, hyper focused on only doing what God is calling me to do. Like there's a lot of things that I could be doing right now, a lot of partnerships I could be involved in, a lot of opportunities I could take advantage of, some career things. I'm just not there. I'm only in the place of doing what God wants me to do. And because of that, I'm finding that I'm at peace more and more and more with the results. I'm happier. I have, you know, really, really solid joy. I'm not questioning things. I'm not questioning if I lost a part of myself to attain certain things, right? And so that's how I would say right now I'm marking success, for sure. let's see, this other one, petty. When are you going to get an iPhone? Right now I have a Pixel. I love my phone, but I will be very honest, I am considering getting an iPhone. I didn't think I would say that. I did not think I would say that, but I love my Pixel. I think this is the Pixel 7, but it has actually been giving me quite a few problems lately, and it's probably because they have a new version coming out. But problems to the point where like people are texting, I'm not receiving their texts, or vice versa, not receiving certain calls, certain transactions that I'm needing to complete, they're not being done. I can't live like that. And the majority of my work connections and some of my friends, they have iPhones, and so it feels like I'm kind of having to trend that way. So we'll see, because Pixel does have a new a foldable Pixel that's out right now that I'm really intrigued by, and they're also bringing out another Pixel soon, so I'm also like, well, should I just wait for that? But I am actually very strongly considering getting I think it's the iPhone 15 that is coming out, but Pixel takes better pictures, y'all. I will tell you, Pixel takes better pictures. So that is something that I'm also thinking about. All of my family is on Android except for my parents. My parents are on iPhone, and they have crazy issues with their phone. But they're the only ones that I know of that have crazy issues with their iPhones. So I don't know. It's like a weird, like, I don't know. We'll see. And then let's see. What's another question? How do you balance your personal life and your ministry life? I think I'm balancing it because I'm realizing that both are real. I'm balancing because both are real, right? My personal life is very real to me. My ministry life is very real to me. Just because I don't share everything that's happening in my personal life, or, you know, whatever, it doesn't mean that that's not important to me. And it doesn't mean that just because I'm only sharing like the good parts of ministry or business, that that's all that's happening, right? All of it is real, and all of it deserves my attention and my investment. And so I determine based on that day, that moment, the prioritization, right? Like I start my week out with thinking about what do I have to do, what do I want to see happen in that week, but then prioritizing that, and also investing my time wisely in those things, right? And so realizing that this week this is a priority, but next week it may not be. And so doing the full investment that I can in this moment, and not focusing on or worrying about the next day or the next week, because then you lose the potency for today. And so I think that's how I'm figuring out how to balance just focusing, right, and prioritizing, and realizing that both have value, both are very real and very important to me, and I don't have to explain it to anybody, right? Like, I think that sometimes we lose balance when we're really focused on trying to explain to people why something matters more in that particular moment. And because people don't understand that you're talking about a moment, they think that you're saying about in general, like this is just so much more important than everything else. But you're really talking about a small moment, a small slice of the pie. And so when you pull back from constantly having to explain to people, and you pull back from relationships that don't respect your need to do both business, ministry, your personal life, your friendships, like all the things, like when you pull back from those things that are dragging you and draining you, you're able to better balance and invest in what is in front of you and requires your attention. So I would say that's what I would say. Okay, the rain is letting up, so let's do one more question, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Okay, so the last question that I'll do is, I know I was gonna do another question, my camera cut off, all the things. I think that's a sign, because the rain is about to pick back up again and I gotta go. So I'm not gonna do another question, but if you liked this, if you liked me answering your questions, feel free, drop some more questions in the comments and I'll answer those in another video, and maybe some more from the IG questions, and we'll kind of smoosh them together. But I gotta get out of here. So yeah, not gonna do the last question, but I am gonna see you guys soon. I really appreciate y'all tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when a new video goes up, and join me on the Pretty Crew. We have such a good time together. We talk again about coffee, faith, sisterhood, family, all the things. And I would love for you to join me on that journey. So yeah, thanks for spending time today. Let me go try and not get wet outside. Bye, y'all.